Hi, I'm Eric with Cathedral Mountain Guides. I'm here to tell you about the Black Diamond Fuel Ice Tool. The BD Fuel, I got these about 2 months ago. There's not a lot of information out there about it. I've gotten a lot of questions from people, so I figured I'd just explain kind of my thinking behind the fuel and how I've liked its performance. The BD Fuel is kind of the brother to the Black Diamond Fusion, which has been around for a couple of years, and I use those pretty heavily for mixed and ice climbing. But the Fusion, while it excelled at mixed climbing, it really had a hard time when you got to the ice. It did a lot of bashing, and you'd have to kind of do this weird swing where you pulled your elbow down at the last second in order to get it to penetrate the ice well. The Fuel, they changed the head angle on the tool by like 1.5 to 2 degrees, and they came out with a new pick, the Fusion Ice Pick, which also is adjusted 1.5 or 2 degrees. So you've got like a 3 to 4 degree change overall on the tool. And what that does, it really makes it so the tool penetrates, swings into ice much better. But because it's such a minor change overall, this tool still mix climbs on par with the Black Diamond Fusion. It really seems like overall it's an improvement. It's just a progressive improvement of the tool. It is a little bit shorter. It's about 2 centimeters shorter. So I've heard reports that some mixed climbers are holding onto their Fusions because they want that extra reach. I've used it on a number of mixed climbing projects of mine, and I haven't noticed that reach difference at all. If you're coming straight up, it's, you know, you're two centimeters higher. I hope I said that, 2 centimeters difference, not 2 inches. You're 2 centimeters higher, so the 2 centimeters less reach doesn't really matter. It's got the same spaced handle as the Fusion. So you can put spacers in and take them out to customize the fit. It's the same hydroform shaft, which I find compared to a lot of other companies' tools are much stiffer on steep mixed climbing, the kind of thing that you're upside down doing figure fours. The tool does not flex much at all. The spike on the Fusion is sharper than the Fuel. So the Fuel, they came out with kind of they came out with this less aggressive spike, which to me is nice, because on my Fusions I always took the spike off because I had concerns about it at you know, spiking me and doing damage. This one is aggressive enough that you can use it to spike into the ice in cane mode, but it's not going to puncture your skin. So to me, and you still have a clip-in point, so if you want to throw tethers on this when you're ice climbing rather than doing a hard mixed route, to me, the Fuel is an all-around improvement from the Black Diamond Fusion. Then you set it up to some of its other competitors. The obvious one, the Petzl Nomic. I do think the Nomic still climbs ice better than the Fuel. I also just climbed ice with a pair of Cobras the other day. Again, pure ice tool, that's a better tool. If I were going to be purchasing and all I want to do is climb pure ice, I might go for Cobra or Nomics. I do think when it comes to mixed climbing, that stiff shaft here, this really does make it, for steep mixed climbs, makes a big difference. So kind of depending on what you're in for, this is a great all-around tool, comparable with the Petzl Nomic, which is also an awesome tool for steep mixed climbing. The big difference, though, I don't see BD selling a lot of Fusions after this. The Fuel really is kind of a replacement for that.